God says, "This night has been chosen for your miracle." God is in tears, begging you to listen to me now. Don't scroll past, or heaven will pass you by. Listen to me now before it's too late. Don't skip God. If your soul feels even a little tired, if your heart has been stretched thin from the weight you've carried, if your spirit has been quietly whispering for something more than just survival, then let this moment hold you, because this night has not come by chance. This very night has been divinely set apart for your miracle. Not tomorrow, not some distant season you keep hoping for, but now, here, in this very hour. God is reaching out through the silence, through the noise, through the distractions that try to pull you away, and His voice is trembling not with anger, but with compassion, longing for you to hear Him just once, deeply and fully. Please listen. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to walk away without receiving what was meant to heal you. There is something sacred in these next few moments, and all of heaven is leaning in. Please take a moment and comment "Amen" to claim this word over your life today. Before we go deeper, I gently ask you to like this video, not for me, but so that someone else who's breaking silently can find the voice of God too. This night has been chosen for your miracle. That means you are not invisible, forgotten, or passed over. Heaven is not silent in your suffering, and God has not ignored your prayers. This message is not about hype or noise. It's not another empty promise tossed into the wind. It is a divine appointment set in motion long before you even realized how badly you needed it. God is here. He has seen the tears you didn't show anyone. He has felt the ache in your chest, the quiet despair that you kept hidden behind polite smiles. He knows every reason you almost gave up, and He chose this night to interrupt that pain with His power. You may not see it yet, but something holy is being prepared behind the curtain of this moment. The enemy tried to wear you down because he sensed the miracle was near. He tried to distract you, discourage you, divide your heart, and leave you too tired to care. But God was never absent in those battles. He was holding the edges of your faith when your grip slipped. He was standing guard over your soul when you didn't even know you were under attack. He was whispering peace into your spirit while storms screamed all around you. And now, that same God is not just watching, He is moving. Tonight, heaven is open over your life. This isn't just poetry, this is spiritual reality. There are miracles that only manifest when the night is darkest, when your hands are empty and your heart is open. That is the miracle place, and tonight, God says it's time. No more delay. No more waiting for someone else to fix it. No more pretending it's fine. Heaven has been stirred by your pain, and the tears of God are not weakness, they are proof of the depth of His love for you. When God cries, creation listens. And right now His heart is weeping because He knows how long you've been suffering in silence. He's not asking you to be strong. He's just asking you to stay. Don't scroll away. Don't walk away. Don't click off and miss the very word that was designed to set your future into motion. This is not just another video. This is a turning point. This is the beginning of restoration. This is the night where chains fall off and burdens break because the power of God is flowing toward you, not in judgment, but in mercy, not to expose you, but to lift you. He is not angry with you. He is moved by love. Even in your failures, even in your wandering, especially in your brokenness, God says this night has been chosen. That means you were thought of, prayed over, spoken of in the halls of heaven. This moment has been bathed in divine preparation. The angels have been assigned. The blessings have been wrapped in grace. The healing has already begun. You are not being punished. You are being rescued. You are not being ignored. You are being pursued. God is chasing down your hopelessness with relentless mercy. All he needs from you is surrender. Not performance, not perfection, not promises you can't keep, just surrender. Just open your hands and let him touch what you've been too ashamed to show anyone. Let him speak to the parts of you that even you tried to silence. He knows, he still loves you. He's still calling you by name. Not your past name, not your failure name, but your chosen name. You are his beloved, his child, his treasure. And this night, this very night, has been chosen to prove it. There is a shift coming. In the spirit, it's already begun. The people who counted you out will watch God raise you up. The places where you felt abandoned will become altars of his faithfulness. The very situations that almost crushed you will be the platforms where God's glory shines the brightest. But you must stay, you must listen, you must not skip what heaven is releasing right now. The tears in God's eyes are not just emotion, they are holy urgency. This night is not ordinary, it is sacred. There is a fire in the heavens burning on your behalf. The heavens are declaring your miracle. The Spirit of God is hovering over your chaos, ready to bring order, healing, and breakthrough. Don't ignore this moment. Don't despise it because you're tired. Lean in, stay close, receive. God has chosen this night because the pain you carry cannot follow you into your next season. He has drawn a line in the sand. The old you, the weary you, the broken and doubting and fearful you cannot walk into what he has prepared. So he is offering freedom now. He is offering peace now. He is offering himself now. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. He's not waiting until you're ready. He is ready now. The miracle has your name on it. The angels are moving on your behalf. Chains are loosening. Doors are opening. Hearts are being softened. Bodies are being healed. Minds are being restored. Families are being reunited. All of this begins the moment you believe he has chosen this night. He meant now, in this exact hour, with all your imperfections, your battles, your doubts, and your pain. He meant this is the night where things begin to shift, where what was heavy becomes light, where what felt like the end becomes the beginning of something sacred and unstoppable. Heaven is not far away. God is not distant. He is here, near enough to feel your breathing, close enough to touch the place that hurts the most. And right now, he is wrapping his presence around your life like a blanket, soft and full of power. He sees how long you've been waiting for something to change, for a sign, for a break, for a miracle that finally reaches your reality. This is it. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to hide the cracks in your heart. You don't have to pretend to be okay. God is not waiting for a perfect version of you to show up. He is reaching for you exactly as you are. Please take a moment and comment 1111 if you believe God has something powerful for you tonight. The reason the enemy fought you so hard this week, the reason you felt so overwhelmed, so exhausted, so full of discouragement, was because this night was on heaven's calendar all along. The enemy saw the light coming for you. He saw the power about to rise from your situation. He saw the miracle forming, and he panicked. That's why you felt the pressure increase. That's why it felt like you were drowning in the very waters you used to walk on. But God says even the storm had to obey his voice. Even the darkness had to make room for the light. This is not just a comforting message. This is a spiritual rescue. God is pulling you out of everything that tried to bury you. He is lifting your name up before his throne. You have no idea how many times heaven said, "Not yet," to the attacks meant to break you. You were protected in ways you never even knew. There were nights you cried yourself to sleep, not knowing that angels were standing at your door, guarding your spirit while you slept. There were moments you nearly gave up, not realizing that God was whispering strength into your spirit, reviving you, not letting you fall. He chose this night because he knew you couldn't carry it alone anymore. He knew you had prayed until the words felt empty, cried until your strength was gone, hoped until it hurt, and still he stayed. Still, he planned this exact hour. Still, he prepared a miracle that carries your name, your story, your healing, your breakthrough. God does not waste pain, he transforms it. He does not abandon what he created, he finishes it with glory. This is the night where heaven declares, enough is enough. Enough fear, enough delay, enough torment, enough shame, enough surviving. It's time to start living again. The light of God is breaking through the shadows that held you captive. His voice is breaking through the lies that told you nothing would change. His presence is tearing down every wall built by disappointment and fear. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are not too late. God has been watching your journey, not with anger, but with compassion. He has counted your tears and treasured them. He has marked your steps, even the ones that wandered off the path. He has followed your voice in prayer and carried your name in his heart. This night, he is responding, not just with words, but with power. Not just with comfort, but with transformation. His spirit is surrounding you like fire and water, at once purifying, healing, softening, restoring. This is the night where the chains that held you for years begin to fall off. This is the night where the guilt that kept you small is swallowed up by grace. This is the night where your identity is no longer tied to what was broken, but to the one who broke the power of death to give you life. You are not the mistake you made. You are not the pain you carry. You are not the names they called you. You are not the fear you've been living under. You are God's. And because of that, everything must bow to his purpose over your life. Feel the shift. Let yourself breathe again. Let your shoulders relax. You don't have to hold it all together anymore. God is holding you. He is not waiting for you to impress him with strength. He's asking for your surrender, your softness, your willingness to believe that he still works miracles in the dark. The same Jesus who walked into tombs and pulled life out of death is walking into your situation tonight. This is not the end. This is the turning point. The Bible says in Isaiah 43 that God will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That means even in the most hopeless, dry, broken places of your life, he is still able to bring beauty, joy, and restoration. He does not need perfect conditions. He does not need your past to make sense. He only needs your yes. If you say yes to his presence, if you open even a crack in your weary heart, he will pour his healing in like oil, soothing the places where you've been bruised for too long. This is not about hype. This is about the holiness of a moment where heaven meets your need. God has seen you when no one else did. He has been close when everyone else walked away, and he is not finished with you. This is the night that changes everything. Stay with this. Stay near. Let him do what only he can do. Do you know why people keep whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A leaked brainwave method is spreading quietly and changing financial realities worldwide. Proven by neuroscience, this simple ritual attracts money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're so lucky. Click the link in the comments before it's taken down. Let his peace wrap around you like a father's arms around a hurting child. Let his love speak louder than every failure, louder than every fear, louder than the noise of this world. This is the sound of redemption. This is the voice of restoration. This is the whisper of heaven saying, I've chosen this night for you. And if God has chosen this night, nothing can stop what he's about to do. Not your past, not your enemies, not your weakness, not your doubts, not the storms that tried to drown you. This is your moment, not because you deserve it, but because he loves you too much to let you keep suffering in silence. You are not just being delivered, you are being elevated. You are not just being healed, you are being called higher. Hope is stretching its wings, peace is knocking softly at the door of your heart, because this night has been chosen. This night is sacred, not because of anything you've done, but because God has decided to visit you in a personal and undeniable way. You are not watching this by accident. You didn't land here by chance. The Spirit of God has drawn you to this very word because he knows the cry of your heart even before you speak it. He knows the weariness that's hidden behind your smile. He knows the exhaustion of trying to hold it all together. And now, he's stepping into the middle of it with power and gentleness, both at once, because that's what love looks like when it comes from heaven. It doesn't come to embarrass you. It comes to lift you. This night is the answer to 1,000 prayers you thought went unheard. You may have felt ignored by heaven. You may have wondered if your voice ever made it past your ceiling. But God says not one word, not one tear, not one sigh from your soul has been missed. He has been gathering every moment of pain, every ounce of faith, every cry for help, and he has brought them before his throne. And now, this is the hour he releases the response. Please take a moment and comment 222 if you trust this is your time to receive. Some people will walk right past a moment like this, distracted by their own doubts or numbed by disappointment. But you've stayed. And that matters. Heaven notices when a heart refuses to give up. God rewards those who seek him, not perfectly, but sincerely. And because you have pressed through the fog of confusion, the shadows of fear, and the noise of this world, you are stepping into something holy. You may not feel qualified, you may not feel ready, but God is not looking at your ability, he's looking at your availability. If you can still believe, even just a little, he will move mountains on your behalf. If you can still open your hands and whisper, "Yes, Lord," even through the tears, he will release miracles that change the entire landscape of your life. You don't need a crowd, you don't need approval. You only need to know that your Father in heaven sees you, and he is pleased that you are still standing, still believing, still listening for his voice. This night has been chosen for your miracle, and that means things cannot stay the same. Chains are breaking, even now. Not just the visible ones, but the chains that have been wrapped around your thoughts, your emotions, your identity. The lies you believed for years are losing their grip. The fear that made you shrink is being driven out by perfect love. The shame that whispered you'd never be enough is being silenced by the voice of God that says, "You are already loved." He is doing a deep work in you, and sometimes the most powerful miracles begin in the secret places inside the heart, where only God can reach. This night is not just about changing what is around you. It is about transforming what is within you. He is reminding you of who you really are, not what life made you, not what pain tried to convince you, but who he created you to be. You are a vessel of his glory. You are a carrier of his light. You are chosen, set apart, and fiercely loved. The presence of God is hovering over your life, and he is not intimidated by the darkness that tried to consume you. He is not overwhelmed by the things that scare you. He is not offended by your doubts. He welcomes your honesty. He holds your weakness with gentleness, and He is declaring over you tonight that you will not leave this moment the same. The yoke is breaking, the weight is lifting. The tide is turning. You have been marked by heaven. The favor of God is being stirred. What was delayed is being released. What was blocked is being opened. The healing that felt out of reach is now closer than your next breath. The restoration you thought was impossible is being written into your story even now. The protection of God is circling your life like a shield. He is not just coming to comfort you, He is coming to cover you. There is nothing you have been through that He cannot use. There is no part of your story that He will waste. Even the wounds, even the parts you wish you could erase, He will redeem them. He will use them as testimonies of His mercy and His power. What tried to destroy you will become the very thing that confirms how deeply God loves you. This night is holy ground, and wherever you are, God is there with you, pouring out His Spirit like oil on dry land. Let His presence wash over you. Let the fear melt. Let the doubt break. Let the tears fall if they need to. This is a safe place. This is where healing begins. You are not watching from a distance. You are in the center of a divine visitation. The Spirit of God is in your room right now. He is touching your heart. He is holding your hand. He is calling your name. Why was this 7-second brain ritual hidden for so long? A leaked CIA document exposed a technique so powerful people are canceling debt and calling in wealth within days. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it helps attract money like never before. But this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it disappears forever. And when God calls your name, everything changes. He is not calling you to punish you. He is calling you back to peace, back to joy, back to the person you were before. Life hardened your hope. You are still that person. You are still precious. You are still worth saving. And tonight, God is proving it by choosing you again, even after everything, especially after everything. This moment has been covered in mercy. You are not here to be reminded of what you've lost. You are here to be reminded of what still waits for you, the dreams that died too soon, the promises you let go of, the faith you used to carry. God is breathing life into it all again. He is bringing resurrection to the places that went silent inside you. He is restoring the voice of hope you thought was gone forever. But tonight, He is reaching into all those places with holy intention, not to remind you of the pain, but to finally heal it. This night has been chosen for your miracle, and that means your suffering has met its expiration. What you couldn't fix, what you couldn't carry anymore, is now being lifted by the hand of the one who never stops loving you. There is something sacred happening beneath the surface. You may not feel it in your body, you may not see it in your surroundings yet, but your spirit knows it. Deep down, something is stirring. God is reviving what you thought was too far gone. That place in your soul where you stopped hoping, stopped dreaming, stopped believing, it's waking up again. And it's not waking up by accident. It's being called out of hiding by a God who never gave up on you. Please take a moment and comment 333 to declare your faith in what God is doing right now. This night carries the fingerprints of God all over it. You might not realize how divine this moment is, because it doesn't always come with thunder or lightning. Sometimes the most powerful visitations from heaven come softly, through whispers that only your heart can hear. But don't mistake the stillness for emptiness. God is speaking through the stillness. He is using this very silence to say, I am here, and I've chosen this night to change everything. There's been a heavy weight over your life, a quiet battle in your soul, and God knows how hard it's been to just keep moving. But you did, and because you didn't quit, Because you held on even when your grip was weak, God is about to release something you've never seen before. This miracle is not just for your comfort. It's for your calling. It's for your purpose. It's for the destiny He wrote over your life before you were ever born. Heaven has not overlooked you. You are not the exception to God's promises. You are not the one who gets left out. You are the one this night was prepared for. You are the reason angels are standing ready to deliver peace where there was panic, clarity where there was confusion, and joy where there was sorrow. This is the kind of miracle that doesn't just fix what's broken, it builds something stronger in its place. God has been preparing this moment for longer than you know. While you were questioning, He was planning. While you were grieving, He was building. While you were doubting, He was arranging every detail to bring you to this exact moment in time. Because He knew you would need this. He knew you would need to be reminded that He still moves mountains, that He still heals broken hearts, that He still speaks to His children, not with condemnation, but with overwhelming, unstoppable, unshakable love. This love is not fragile. It's not based on your behavior or your mistakes. It doesn't fade when you fall short. It grows stronger in the places where you feel weakest. God's love is coming after you tonight, not to shame you, but to set you free. And once that love reaches the deepest parts of who you are, something will shift forever. The things that once haunted you will lose their grip. The memories that once paralyzed you will be replaced with new hope. The fear that used to control your future will be drowned out by the voice of your Father saying, "I am with you." Do you know what it means to have the Creator of the universe with you? It means nothing formed against you can last. It means every lie spoken over you will crumble. It means every wall built to keep you out will fall. When God chooses a night for your miracle, it becomes a spiritual landmark, a before and after moment, a testimony in motion. This is that night, and you're not going through this alone. The same God who brought Daniel through the lion's den, who walked with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego through the fire, who parted the Red Sea for Moses, who raised Lazarus from the dead, is walking through your storm with you right now. That same God is speaking over your life with power and tenderness. He is not asking you to understand how it will all work out. He's asking you to trust that He has already gone ahead of you and prepared the way. This is not the time to look back. This is not the time to rehearse your regrets. This is the moment to lift your eyes, to breathe deeply, and to receive. Let God be your strength now. Let Him speak new life into the parts of you that have grown tired. Let Him renew your courage. This night is holy not because everything is perfect, but because His presence is perfect even in your chaos. You are standing in the middle of something divine. God is not rushing this process. He is being gentle with your heart. He is unwrapping the burdens piece by piece, and as He does, you will feel lighter. You will begin to notice the tightness in your chest slowly release. The knots in your thoughts will begin to unravel. The restlessness in your spirit will settle into peace that only He can give. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that flips lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth brainwaves. People are stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for very long. Click the link in the comments before it's deleted. You were created for more than survival. You were created for presence, for intimacy with your Maker, for joy that cannot be stolen. And even though the world tried to harden you, to make you feel forgotten or unworthy, God is restoring your softness. He's bringing back the childlike faith that trusted in goodness without fear. He's rewriting the parts of your story that were stained by pain. He's not just the God who remembers, He's the God who redeems. So breathe. Lean in, let your heart stay open. The miracle has already begun. You may not see all the changes tonight, but something eternal has been set in motion. What God begins, He finishes. What He touches, He transforms. And tonight, He is touching your life with purpose and fire. This is not just another night. This is the night God has chosen for your miracle. And when God chooses a moment, eternity touches time, and nothing stays the same. You've been walking with wounds that nobody else could see, carrying weights that felt heavier each day, wondering how long you could keep pretending to be strong. And now, God is stepping into your weakness, not to criticize or correct, but to carry you. He never needed you to be perfect. He only needed you to be willing. You've made it this far, not because you had the answers, but because grace was holding you the whole way. Please take a moment and comment 555 if you feel His grace reaching for you even now. There are miracles that come like thunder, loud and undeniable, shaking the ground. But some miracles come like a soft rain, falling over every dry and hurting place in your life, soaking into the soil of your soul where things once withered away. This is that kind of miracle. God is watering the seeds He planted long ago. Seeds of hope, seeds of purpose, seeds that looked dead but were never really gone. They were waiting for this moment, for this touch, for this night. This night has been chosen, and when heaven chooses, everything responds. Even your pain must bow. Even your past has no voice here. Even the shadows that used to whisper lies into your spirit have to flee. Because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, not temporary relief, not empty comfort, but real, lasting freedom that sets your soul on fire again. God has not come to remind you of how much you lost. He's come to show you how much He is restoring. He's not pointing at your failures. He's lifting your head to see His faithfulness. You are not disqualified. You are not too broken. You are not too late. The enemy tried to convince you that your time was over, that nothing good could come from your story, that all you could do now was survive. But God is silencing those lies tonight with one truth. He has chosen this night for your miracle. There is a holy transaction happening. Your sorrow is being exchanged for joy. Your confusion is being traded for clarity. Your weakness is being met with power, not your own strength, but His. The kind of strength that calms storms, parts seas, and brings the dead to life. That strength is now surrounding you. That strength is now filling you. That strength is now breaking through every barrier the world tried to place around you. You've been faithful in ways no one else saw. You kept praying when it felt like the heavens were silent. You kept worshiping through the tears. You kept showing up when you were breaking inside. And God never missed a moment of it. He's been storing up every tear, every whispered prayer, every quiet act of trust, and tonight He is pouring back a blessing that your heart can finally receive. You will see it. You will feel it. You will know that this wasn't just another moment, it was the one everything had been leading up to. You didn't survive the fire just to be left in the ashes. You survived because God had a miracle waiting on the other side. And now, the smoke is clearing, and you are stepping into light like never before. He is not just healing what's broken. He is making you whole. That means nothing missing, nothing stolen, nothing wasted. The years the enemy tried to take from you, the joy he tried to crush, the hope he tried to bury, God is restoring it all. And He's doing it in a way that leaves no doubt that only His hand could have made it possible. Let your spirit breathe again. Let your heart feel again. Let the walls come down. You don't need them anymore. You are safe in His presence. You are protected in His purpose. You are wrapped in a love that will never let you go. No matter how far you wandered, no matter how deep you fell, no matter how long you doubted, you have never been unloved, not even for a second. This miracle is not just about what God is doing for you. It's also about what He's doing through you. Your story is going to carry His glory. Your life is going to shine with evidence of what only God can do. People who saw you broken will witness your breakthrough. People who saw you fall will see you rise. And when they ask how, all you'll have to say is, God chose that night for me. This night is not the end of the struggle, it's the start of the rising, a holy rising, a quiet, undeniable unfolding of God's promise. Things are shifting, even now. Doors are opening, hearts are softening, chains are falling, even the prayers you forgot you prayed are being answered. The heavens are full of movement on your behalf. This is not wishful thinking. This is faith meeting fulfillment. This is prophecy becoming reality. This is divine timing, aligning with your surrender. You didn't miss it. You didn't mess it up. God waited for this exact moment to make it beautiful, and it will be beautiful, because He is in it. Let your soul exhale. You're not alone. You're not abandoned. You're not forgotten. You are held, pursued, and surrounded by the One who sees the end from the beginning. He knew you would be here tonight, ready to receive what you almost gave up on. And now, you don't have to beg, you just have to believe. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. You didn't stumble into this moment by accident. You were led, you were guided, and this night has been chosen with purpose because God is doing something so much deeper than what your eyes can see. The miracle you've been praying for isn't delayed, it's being prepared with a level of care you can't yet understand. Even now, as you read these words, the Spirit of God is gently brushing over your soul, calming the chaos that's been trying to steal your peace. He is not ignoring your pain, He is entering into it. He is sitting with you in the middle of the ache, not as a silent observer, but as a present, powerful healer. And this night, yes, this very one is not just a comfort for your heart. It's a divine shift for your future. Please take a moment and comment 1212 if you believe this is your appointed hour for breakthrough. Every tear that fell when no one was watching, every prayer that felt too broken to be heard, every moment you chose to get up one more time, even when you didn't have the strength, God has seen it all. And heaven has not been still. There's been movement. There's been warfare in the unseen. Angels have been dispatched. The hand of God has been covering you when you didn't even realize how close danger came. He has kept you through it all because there is still more for your life. There is a future designed with your name on it. And the pain you walked through didn't cancel that promise, it prepared you for it. You've walked through fire and didn't get burned. You've walked through floods and didn't drown. And it's not because you were strong, it's because grace carried you. Mercy covered you. And God refused to let you be taken out. This night is the evidence of that love. You're still here, you're still breathing, you're still listening. And that means there is still time, still purpose, still miracles left with your name on them. God didn't bring you this far to leave you tired, broken, and uncertain. He brought you to this exact moment so you could finally lay it all down. All the fear, all the pressure, all the pretending. He's not asking for your performance, He's reaching for your heart. The real one. The one that's been bruised and weary. The one that's tired of carrying the weight of pretending everything's fine. God sees past all of it. He sees the real you. And He loves you still. This is not the end. It's the beginning of something holy. A fresh breath. A deeper peace. A new clarity. When God chooses a night, it becomes sacred, set apart, bathed in glory, surrounded by angels. And He chose this one for you, not because you did everything right, but because He's not done with your story, not even close. You may feel like your prayers haven't changed anything, but the truth is, every single prayer has been building something, brick by brick, word by word, tear by tear. And now, you're about to see what those prayers have been shaping. Miracles don't always announce themselves with a crash. Sometimes they come softly, like peace in the middle of panic, like rest in the middle of the storm. That's what's beginning to take shape around you. This moment is not a coincidence. It's a holy interruption. God is stepping into your timeline and saying, this is where it turns. This is where the pain ends and the healing begins. This is where confusion fades and clarity rises. This is where the weight you've carried becomes a testimony instead of a burden. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are being lifted. He is lifting your eyes above what's trying to hold you down. He is lifting your heart out of the shadows of the past. He is lifting your voice so you can sing again, not with empty hope, but with confidence that God is still writing your story with beauty, purpose, and grace. This night carries more than comfort. It carries divine release. The things that have chained your joy, that have tangled your peace, that have clouded your mind, God is breaking them off right now. And as they break, something new begins to rise. A strength you didn't know you had, a lightness you forgot was possible. A boldness that says, I'm not who I was when the pain started. I've been through the valley, and God walked with me through every step. You are not defined by what broke you. You are defined by the one who held you through it, and He is still holding you. There are miracles that come not just to change your life, but to restore the parts of you that felt lost forever. That's the kind of miracle this is, a restoration, a returning, a redeeming of what was stolen. God is not just answering your prayers, He's going beyond what you even knew to ask. He's healing things you didn't know were wounded. He's unlocking doors you forgot you were waiting on. This is personal. This is holy. This is love. Let yourself rest. Let yourself receive. The miracle doesn't require your effort. It requires your openness, your willingness to trust again, even after everything. Your softness to believe that maybe, just maybe, this really is your time. That this really is your night. That the God who holds the universe really is reaching for you, whispering to you, wrapping Himself around you in a way no one else ever could. He is speaking peace into your storm. He is calling light into your darkness. He is reminding you that you were never abandoned, never unloved, never out of reach. Even when you ran, He stayed. Even when you doubted, He believed in the beauty He placed inside you, and now He's awakening that beauty again, calling it out, fanning it into flame. You don't have to force it, just receive. Just sit in the stillness and let His love sink in. This is a holy moment. Don't rush past it. Don't scroll away. Let the miracle settle into your bones. Let the presence of God fill the space around you. He is not just passing by, He is dwelling with you, making His home in the middle of your heartache. And where He dwells, everything changes. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish any time. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. You might feel worn thin, like your strength is fading fast, like the pieces of your life have scattered so far that you don't know where to begin, but God knows. And He is not confused, He is not late, and He is certainly not absent. This night was marked before the foundation of the world as the moment your miracle would be released, and the evidence is rising even now. You are not watching this on a whim. You are here because heaven called your name. You are here because your spirit is ready to receive what your heart has been longing for, not a temporary fix. Not just encouragement, but a miracle, the kind that reaches down into the very root of your situation and makes all things new. Please take a moment and comment 777 if you believe this is your divine turning point. God has watched the way life has tried to silence you. He has seen the way discouragement crept in little by little, until even the voice inside your own heart stopped expecting anything better. And yet still, even in the numbness, something inside you hoped. Something inside you held on. And God heard that silent cry. He saw the flicker of faith still burning, and He refused to let the flame go out. This is not just another inspirational word. This is your appointed moment. The night heaven carved out to reverse the decline, break the cycle, and remind you who you are and whose you are. You belong to a God who parts seas, who brings water out of rock, who breathes life into dry bones, who lifts beggars from the dust and seats them with royalty. That same God is leaning toward you now, whispering peace into your storm and declaring over your soul, enough is enough. No more fear ruling your mind, no more shame stealing your worth, no more guilt chaining your joy. This is the night all of that begins to lose its grip. The weight that has sat heavy on your shoulders is not yours to carry any longer. The burden of trying to fix everything, to keep holding everyone together while falling apart inside, was never meant to be yours alone. God is not watching you from a distance. He's standing right beside you, offering to carry what's been too heavy for far too long. The miracle isn't coming because you got everything right. It's coming because God's love is too deep, too fierce, too faithful to leave you as you are. He knows you can't do this without Him, and He never expected you to. His miracle is not the reward for your perfection. It's the rescue for your surrender. When God says this night has been chosen, He means the time of wandering is over. The night of confusion is coming to a close. The season of endless waiting is being traded for a season of visible, undeniable change. You may not see it all at once, but even now, it's beginning. The things that have been stuck are loosening. The things that have been hidden are coming to light. The things that have been delayed are being released. He is not only a God who hears, He is a God who moves, and He's moving for you. There are moments in Scripture where everything changes in one night. One night, the Israelites walked out of Egypt after 400 years of bondage. One night, Peter was rescued from a prison cell as the church prayed. One night, Jesus broke the power of death forever. And tonight, this night carries that same power. God does not change. His presence is just as strong, His voice just as clear, His love just as available. There is no pit too deep, no failure too dark, no scar too old for God to redeem. He is stepping into the exact place where your pain has lived the longest, and He is declaring healing. That part of you that doesn't believe anymore, that stopped hoping because disappointment became too familiar, God is breathing life into it again. Hope is not dangerous when it's rooted in the faithfulness of God, and His faithfulness has never failed. You've been planted in tears, but God says you will harvest in joy. You've been walking through a season that felt like surviving, but God says it's time to thrive. He is not restoring the old version of you. He is creating a stronger, wiser, more radiant version than ever before. And that version begins tonight. What God starts, He finishes. What He speaks, He performs. And what He promises, He delivers. This miracle is already unfolding. Doors are swinging open behind the scenes. Answers are forming where only silence lived before. People you haven't even met are being positioned to bless you. Opportunities you thought you missed are circling back around, this time with peace. Everything is aligning under the hand of God. Your past cannot stop this. Your mistakes cannot cancel this. Your brokenness does not disqualify you. In fact, it makes you the perfect candidate. God always chooses the broken to display His beauty. He always lifts the forgotten to prove His grace. And He always turns nights like this into landmarks of transformation. You'll look back and remember this night not as the moment you heard something nice, but as the night everything changed, the night you finally let go, the night you finally received, the night heaven kissed earth, and God made Himself real in a way that left no room for doubt, not just emotionally, but spiritually, deeply, eternally. So stay here. Don't walk away yet. Let this moment carry you. Let your spirit open wide. Let your soul rest in the arms of the one who chose you before time began. He's still speaking. He's still healing. He's still pouring out more than you expected. This is not imagination. This is not hope dressed up in pretty words. This is the supernatural power of God invading your life, because this night, yes, this very one, has been chosen for your miracle. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique, backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs, is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. When God chooses a moment, it becomes holy. He takes the unseen pain, the silent frustration, the aching dreams that have been buried under layers of waiting, and He breathes life into them again. He doesn't wait until you have it all together. He doesn't wait until you feel worthy. His love comes crashing in when you feel the most unlovable. His grace wraps around you when your hands are too tired to lift in prayer. And His Spirit comforts you when no one else knows you're breaking inside. Please take a moment and comment 999 if you believe His grace is reaching you tonight. You've cried in silence more times than you've told anyone. You've walked through shadows that most people would never guess were there. You've kept moving forward while carrying what felt too heavy for one soul to bear. But God has not been absent in your struggle. He has been closer than your breath, marking every step, guarding your life with more intention than you could ever comprehend. This night has been marked in heaven because God has decided that the season of barely making it is over. He's stepping into the center of your pain, not with judgment, but with gentle hands. He's not asking for more effort from you. He's asking for surrender. Let go of the fear that's been sitting at the edge of your mind. Let go of the lie that says nothing will ever change. Let go of the guilt that whispers you're too far gone. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken. You are right where God wants you to be for this miracle to find you. It doesn't matter what anyone else sees on the outside. God sees your spirit. He sees how tired it is. He sees the longing for peace that lasts more than a few hours. He sees the hunger for joy that doesn't come and go. And He's coming tonight to satisfy that hunger, to answer that longing, not with a temporary lift, but with a deep, soul-level healing. He is healing the parts of you that even you stopped talking about. The questions you've buried, the dreams you've labeled impossible, the prayers you gave up on. All of it is rising again, not because you're forcing it, but because God is breathing into it. God is not just moving in your emotions. He's shifting things in the spiritual realm. He's sending answers to what you prayed for in desperation. He's redeeming time you thought was wasted. He's restoring parts of your story that felt ruined. And He's doing it with a fierce, personal love that has never left your side. The enemy tried to convince you that you missed it, that you waited too long, that you made too many wrong turns. But God says otherwise. He says you were never out of His reach. He says you were never abandoned, even when you felt alone. He says this night, this very one, is proof that your miracle was never cancelled. It was just being prepared. When you thought it was all falling apart, God was quietly putting pieces in place. When you felt delayed, He was actually aligning things for your good. When doors closed, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. When people walked away, it wasn't your loss, it was protection. And now, with everything in place, He's ready to move. And nothing can stop what He's set in motion. Let yourself believe again, not because you have it all figured out, but because God is too faithful to fail you. He is too loving to forget you. He is too powerful to be defeated by the very things that tried to destroy you. You are not at the end, you are at the beginning of restoration, the beginning of release, the beginning of miracles unfolding before your eyes. You don't have to earn this moment. You don't have to strive for it. You just have to receive. Let God love you right where you are. Let Him remind you that your weakness is not your disqualification, it's your doorway. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom. That means when you feel empty, God fills you. When you feel weary, He strengthens you. When you feel broken, He rebuilds you. He is rebuilding you even now, gently, patiently, perfectly. The miracle might not show up the way you expected. It may not come with flashing lights or immediate results, but don't measure it by what you see. Miracles start in the invisible, in the stillness, in the trust. And once they begin, nothing can stop them. What God starts, He will complete. You're not being teased with hope. You're being invited into healing. You are being called into a new place of peace. A peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. A peace that steadies you even when storms rage. A peace that comes from knowing that no matter what happens around you, God is holding you, protecting you, guiding you forward. This night is a divine interruption to everything that's been weighing you down. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't wait too long. You're not behind. You are exactly where God needs you to be to receive what He's releasing. And it starts with rest, with trusting that He is good, that He is for you, that He is doing more than you could ask or imagine. God's eyes have never left you, not even for a second. Not during the silent tears, not during the crushing weight, not during the days when you almost gave up. He was there. You didn't feel forgotten because He turned away. You felt forgotten because the battle was long, but even then, His hand never stopped covering you. And now, He is ready to show you what He was always doing behind the scenes. He is not just healing wounds, He is resurrecting what you thought was over. This is a divine restoration. Please take a moment and comment 1010 if you are ready to receive that restoration tonight. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. You have no idea how much was working in your favor while you were wondering if anything would ever move again. The delay was not denial, it was divine protection. God held some doors closed because what was behind them couldn't carry the blessing He was preparing. He paused certain steps so you wouldn't run ahead and miss the miracle He had already written for you. He silenced voices that were never meant to guide you. And now, with the old noise gone, you're finally able to hear him clearly. He's not shouting at you, he's whispering, because he's close. The kind of close that wraps around your soul. The kind that brings calm into the center of chaos. The kind that only comes from a God who knows everything about you and still chooses to love you, still chooses to stay, still chooses to bless you. You've fought long enough. You've tried to figure it all out. You've spent nights in fear, days in confusion, and seasons questioning whether anything would shift. But now God is saying, let me carry it. He is not asking you to solve the storm. He is asking you to trust the one who can calm it with a word. The winds and waves still obey him. And your situation is not beyond his reach. He is not a distant God watching from heaven, hoping you survive. He is the God who kneels beside you, who walks with you in the fire, who steps into your pain not to remind you of it, but to redeem it. That pain will not be the end of your story. It will be the proof of his glory. The very place you were wounded will become the place you're most anointed. This night is the beginning of that healing. And not just on the surface. God is reaching places within you that no one else has touched. He is restoring the trust that was broken. He is reviving the courage that slipped away slowly. He is refreshing your spirit with strength that does not come from you. His presence is a holy river washing over everything dry and brittle inside of you, and it's flowing freely now. God is saying, you don't have to hold it all together anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to perform. You don't have to be strong. You only need to be open. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. His love is poured out most deeply when you are emptied of your own strength. You are not a burden to him. You are his beloved. You are the one he rejoices over with singing. You are the one he chose to heal tonight. He is healing your memories. He is healing your disappointments. He is healing the way you see yourself. For too long you believed lies that said you were too far gone, too broken, too messed up. But the God who formed you is the only one who can define you. And he says you are his. You are chosen. You are called. You are clean. You are whole. This is not hype. This is holy. There is a quiet fire rising in your soul, a knowing, a peace, a confidence that wasn't there before. That's not your imagination. That's the Holy Spirit confirming what your heart already feels. You're not the same. Something shifted. You've stepped into the beginning of your miracle. And even if you can't explain it yet, your spirit knows. You know. The breakthrough you've been praying for is no longer ahead of you, it's here. The doors are not just opening, they're already unlocked. The chains are not just rattling, they're falling off. The weight is not just lifting, it's gone. Because when God speaks, everything changes. And he has spoken over you tonight. He's declaring peace over your home. He's declaring healing over your body. He's declaring provision over your finances. He's declaring restoration over your relationships. He's declaring purpose over your confusion. And nothing, not fear, not shame, not delay, not doubt, can stop what he is releasing. This is a new beginning. The things that used to break you will no longer have power over you. The fear that once held your heart hostage has lost its voice. The loneliness that whispered you were forgotten is being drowned out by love that never left. You are being filled with something stronger than pain, louder than doubt, deeper than fear. You are being filled with the presence of God.